Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Levinson and Associates Training Webinar. First off, and most important, I appreciate everyone taking the time. We know how busy you all are, so that means the world to us. And number two, this is a very important training, an important topic, a great marketing niche for you all. So we're going to share some new technology, new products, a new lead program, and just give you the 100-foot overview on what's working right now, what's not. And of course, we're going to share all of our platforms related, and we're going to have our question of the day at the end, right before 3 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you are paying attention, writing down notes, use that question box, because something that we're going to talk about today, I'm going to ask you at the end. Whoever answers first and correctly wins your choice of the new Amazon Fire tablet. In fact, we even have an Amazon Echo here, or a $50 Amazon gift card. So you get to pick. Plus, we'll throw in some other goodies we're going to do just for today's webinar. Okay, real quick, Joseph Loughran is joining us. He's our runs operations here at Levinson and Associates, and we also have a special guest speaker, a final expense guru, okay, who is an outsider who's not related to Levinson and Associates, but her focus day in and day out is product innovation for the final expense space. Okay, so she's got a great take on this part of our industry. So you're going to hear from her in just a few minutes, and she's going to touch on the 3 new products carriers that we are releasing. So great stuff to come. I also want to take a minute before we shift gears and jump into today's presentation. I want to touch on, just for a second, it's Life Insurance Awareness Month. Okay, and yes, this comes up every year, and yes, there's some great creative marketing material from the carriers, from Levinson, from agents, and obviously the purpose is to bring up the life insurance topic, right, to consumers, right, hopefully sparking a quote which will lead to a sale. The reason why I think it's so important this month is right now, we're all going through this horrible pandemic, okay, this COVID-19 issue. And like it or not, the life insurance conversation is skyrocketing around dinner tables across this country, quite frankly, in this entire world. So you all as insurance agents need to take advantage of this opportunity, okay, and help these families. Okay, like it or not, this is coming up around not even just the dinner table, because people are home right now. So it's happening at the breakfast table, the lunch table. Little Johnny and Susie are looking at their parents, right, and saying, oh my gosh, what if mommy or daddy get COVID and they unfortunately don't make it? Are we going to be okay, right? Which is sparking a phone call or an email or a DM or a direct message to the local hotshot life insurance agent, right, to get a quote. Well, hopefully that local hotshot agent is you. And in order for it to be you, you have to get your name and brand out there to the masses. And like I always say, why be just a South Florida hotshot life insurance agent, right, working the Tri-County area, Miami, Palm Beach, Broward? Why can't you be the Florida hotshot go-to insurance agent? And why can't you be this country's hotshot go-to life insurance agent? And the answer is you could. If you have the gift to gab, you have that great personality, by leveraging our social media tools and marketing, there's no reason why you can't get your name out there. If you're the local superstar in Boca Raton, Florida, you can be the local superstar in Houston, Texas, okay, and Mayfield, Kentucky, right? Why not? And the reason why I know this works and you can leverage opportunities like Life Insurance Awareness Month is because we at Levinson did exactly the same thing. You know, when I started 22, 23 years ago, we were very localized. We had just 100 to 200 agents in South Florida. And with the internet coming on strong and email marketing, right, and social media, we said, you know what, if these agents love us that are 20 minutes away and an hour away, Why can't we do this in Central Florida, right? Why can't we do this in Northern Florida? And if we can do this in Florida, why can't we do this in Alabama, in Georgia, in Texas, in California? And we did exactly that, okay? So the proof of concept is if you can be the local superstar, the go-to that gets all the insurance referrals, why can't you be the same go-to that gets all the insurance referrals in this country or in a 3-state area, whatever the case is, okay, depending on how big your goals are. There's no reason why, if you're that guy or girl in your city or your town, that everybody knows when insurance comes up, they go to you. If you're that person, there's no reason why you can't do that in every state, okay, or the southern part of the country, whatever area you want to target in. But the point is, these are tools and technology that are here for you to leverage. And then you have this great marketing concept like Life Insurance Awareness Month, which is hotter than ever because of COVID, okay? Run with this. This is a great opportunity. And I don't care if you're working in estate planning, $20 million cases or $62 a month final expense cases. It doesn't make a difference, okay? It's the same exact concept. Okay, so real quick, final expense, okay? And I'm just going to take a step back here. There has been so much fluff around this topic, right, for the last few years. And I think it's important that we shed some light on this. For those of you that have been in the industry a long time, you're veterans in the space, you know this, okay? But for those of you that aren't, you may not know what I'm going to say. You're seeing a bunch of email marketing, social media ads more than ever, right? With these go-to final expense agencies. We give you free leads. We pay 152% commission. All you have to do is pick up the phone and you become a millionaire overnight, okay? That's fluff. The point is there's no difference between final expense and mortgage protection and estate planning IUL and premium financing, permanent policies. There's no difference. It's all life insurance brokerage with a little different marketing spin. It's the same exact thing. When you see something that's too good to be true, and this is happening a lot in the final expense world, it usually is too good to be true. You didn't see the small print. Yes, you get 152% commission on a product that is priced so high it gets replaced in months 2 to 3. Number one, and B, it's almost impossible to get underwritten, number two, and number three, you got to be writing at least $1 million of paid premium a year to get the 152, okay? That is too good to be true. Ask the right questions. There's no secret sauce here. Like I said, but there's no difference between a traditional IUL and a final expense product. It's the same part of the industry, the same hierarchy structure, okay? All you're seeing is fluff. They have a lot of this MLM talk, multi-level pyramid schemes, okay? I don't want to mention any names, but there's a bunch of these right now. This rah, you know, we have our meetings weekly, and they say, oh, if you can bring in 10 agents, you can make $200,000 a week because if you take this percentage and take that percentage, well, as you know, that's a lot easier said than done, okay? If you're paying agents 40%, 45% commission because they're 20 levels below, let's say, the agency, right, that points to another 10 layers before the carrier, those agents don't stick, you know that. It's just a matter of time. And then when they say, oh, we're giving free Facebook leads, okay, they're selling themselves. Do you think that they're going to give away their top A leads to you when they can sell that same client themselves when it's a laydown? No, they're keeping the A leads for themselves and they're selling off or giving away the BC leads to the agents that are 8 levels below. Okay, I don't want to confuse anyone, but my point is I want to shed some light here. You all need to know the truth. If you're working with us or another agency with a certain product or market, that's fine. But you need to have your eyes open. If you see something too good to be true, ask these questions. Make sure you can get a release at any time. Okay, there's only one set commission level that the IMO gives away as long as you're a top producing IMO, right? And then there's levels under there, and the agency has to make enough money to keep their lights on and make a profit. There's no difference between an IUL or even an annuity for that matter and final expense. So ask the right questions, okay? With our new $8 lead program, okay, and our top direct commissions, when I say direct, we work direct with the IMOs. You get paid from the carrier. Your name is on the policy as writing agent, okay? You don't have to depend on a third-party company to get paid your weekly or monthly commission. That's crazy. I've heard some horror stories. You guys and girls wouldn't believe if I told you, okay? And we don't even have enough time to get into it now. But what I'm saying is ask the right questions. My goal was to provide a direct channel, a direct platform for you all to get leads starting at $8 to get all the social media platforms and teach you how to generate your own lead so you get to keep the A lead. Okay, and then if you want to spend the $8, fine, no problem. And if you want to build your own downline, great. We have a complete turnkey system that allows you to build your own downline. We even set up private training, final expense webinars, okay? And we brand them to you. And we'll do all the coaching, mentoring. We have all the videos. We brought in 2 third-party rock stars in the final expense space that will share insight with you all. We have 3 different versions of trainings that we can share. We have all of the tools. But the great part, A, you're not handcuffed to us. We give a release at any time. And I'm on record right now, so there's no fluff around that. We give a release at any time, as long as you don't owe us any money for back payment, okay, for maybe policies that were rescinded or lapsed before the 12-month period. But that's it, very clear, black and white. We are here to help you with a direct contract, all of the tools you need, lead starting at $8. And if you want to do all of your final expense with us, great. Some of it, that's great too, but you need to have your eyes open, okay? All right, enough of my ranting. So yes, today we're talking about these 3 new products that we're gonna shed some light on. Lisa's gonna give you some insight, and she is an awesome guru when it comes to that. We're also gonna share some great programs, some great value add platforms that you can give away for free. Any senior you talk to, you can give them a free scholarship. I'm going to show you that when Lisa's done. We have Legacy Armor, Legacy Safeguard. These are awesome door openers. Most of this stuff is free to you and to the client. Okay, so again, no gray area, no small print. It is what it is. Now, on the left side, you're going to see our straight up guaranteed issue options in case that client doesn't fall into a typical final expense product. These are good backup plans. Gerber, the scholarship program, is fully approved. Plus, we have an exclusive direct-to-consumer platform that you all get free access to, where you can just tell your client, hey, go to BillLevinson.com, click on Get Quote, sign up online in 7 minutes, you're done. They can do that at 2 a.m. if they want. AIG, guaranteed issue. Great Western, United Home Life. We have the new Transamerica guaranteed issue platform. Only a few IMOs have that right now. So you can get up to 100,000 of term or perm issue ages 16 to 80. Transamerica new GI plan. That's a hot button right now. There's one question. Can you work full-time hours? That's it. Yes, you're in. Approved. Done. Let's go to the right side. This is our traditional final expense space. By the way, if there's a new hot product carrier, please share with us. If we don't bring it to you first, let us know. And we'll go make sure that we kick the tires and do our due diligence. And if they're that great, we'll bring them on with a direct contract. Okay, so real quick, Royal Neighbors, awesome platform, Lumico. We're going to talk about the new CVS Health proprietary platform Lisa's going to touch on. Lafayette, Americo, Prosperity, Liberty Bankers, Foresters, NGL, Oxford, Transamerica, Assurant, United Home Life Mutual of Omaha. Half of those are scholarship approved, meaning you sell a product, 1-year scholarship to that insured's grandchildren or children or any blood relative, okay? Do you want a leg up on all these competitors out there? Okay, That's $40,000 of value. The client doesn't pay any more for premium. You don't lose anything on commissions. It's a win-win. Why would you not go out and market this? You can even go out and market, let's say, a final expense product or platform, right? Anyone that picks up the phone and talks to you about a final expense product, you can give them a $500 gift card, which is a $500 scholarship to any of our 416 colleges across the country, even if they don't buy a product from you. Why would you not do this? Before COVID, we had agents walking around with these magnetic little nameplates that said, ask me about free scholarships. And people would stop them in the store and say, tell me more. Hopefully that'll come back sooner than you know it. But the point is, you can be doing the same thing on social and online and through e-blasts. I mean, the list goes on and on. Okay, all right, let's shift gears again. We're going to introduce our feature presenter of the day. Lisa is joining us. She is our guru, and she's going to dive into what's hot and what's not right now. Lisa, you there?
I am. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can grab this presentation. Let me see if it's going to work for me. I think I need the controls.
Okay, Joe is helping you right now.
Okay.
Okay, give us just 1 second here, folks.
On my screen.
Yep, so we can see your screen now, Lisa, unless you want me to run through the slides.
No, well, I can't see it now.
Okay, let's try this.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Of course. I got it. Was that me? Did I move it?
Nope, that's me. I've got controls, so if you want to go ahead, I'll just run through.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, every time I have the opportunity to talk to the Levinson family, I always get so caught up in Bill that I forget that I have to talk, because it is amazing to me all the incredible stuff that he brings to the table for the agents who partner with Levinson and Associates. So you'll have to pardon me while I kind of get control of myself, because I'm just listening to all this wonderful stuff. And so now I have to get my act together so I can talk to you. So it is just a pleasure to visit with you guys today to talk about some new final expense products on this platform. On the screen before, if you'll just back up just a sec, Joe, I wanted to say the reason that I titled this presentation, The Industry Leader in Final Expense, is because it is so incredibly true. You guys have a wonderful partner in Levinson and Associates, and just like that huge list of products, both simplified issue and guaranteed issue, that they bring to the table for you guys and girls to be able to use, what a great opportunity to be that trusted advisor to your clients. So again, I am so honored today to be able to talk to you about these three products. We're going to be talking about CVS Health, which is actually a Aetna product, the Prosperity product, and the Real Neighbors product. We're going to take a real high-level view, because we don't need to get down into the weeds of all of the bells and whistles about the product, but I just want to make sure that you have a really good understanding how you're going to be able to add these to your toolbox. And just like Bill said, just really be able to get in there and help these clients who at never a time have we had more need for people to feel like they can connect with someone that can be there to offer them a solution to things that they're really concerned about. So today we're going to talk, like I said, about these three products, and we're going to start with the CVS product called Ascendo. And it is a perfect addition to your tool bag. We're going to talk about the Ascendo product offered with CVS Health. And Aetna partnered with CVS because over 70% of Americans live within 3 miles of CVS. And so they partnered with CVS because of their great products and because of their great brand name. They also, within a very near future, you're going to actually be able to pay your premium at the CVS counter when you're there. So just another great opportunity to go to CVS, utilize their products, and be able to have an Ascendo product. Next. So we have a trusted name in CVS and Aetna, and we have a super preferred rate. You don't really see this that often in the final expense space. So it's the perfect addition to you offering and your cross-selling opportunity with Aetna MedSup. So the first product that came out on the Aetna platform was the MedSup product. And some of you on the call today might be MedSup agents. And so this is a great opportunity to do some cross-selling. They had such great results with this MedSup product that they decided to go ahead and come out with a final expense product that would also work in tandem. So your MedSup agents actually are able to give a discount to their clients that they offer the MedSup product, the final expense product too. So if you're a MedSup agent, you're working with that client, and during a conversation, or you go back to them, and or maybe they've reached out to you and that they need some final expense coverage, you can offer them this Aetna final expense product, and they are going to get the super preferred rate. They're actually going to get a 10% discount in their premium, but that is not going to affect your commission. So they have a simple application process that's really, really easy, just a cascading application based on the client's health. And it's going to be very, very easy to sell because it's going to really add to that bottom line, because that super preferred rate is going to give your clients the discount, but also be able to keep your commissions really, really high. They have that strong level commission. They actually pay twice a week, which is great. They have an easy quoting process. Now here's a big one. They do not have a height and weight chart. A lot of the carriers today, the ones that forever did not have a height and weight chart, they've added the height and weight chart. But when Aetna came out with their product, they thought it was important to offer the agents the opportunity to not have to deal with height and weight. So that is not a consideration. It's not a consideration at all in this product. Also, you see that they have a very broad range. They go all the way from 40 to 89. I mean, how many times are we seeing clients now that are way in their years but they're still reaching out? I mean, just like what Bill talked about, this is a very, very a time that people are very nervous about what's going to happen next. So now you have a product that you can offer your clients all the way up to 89. That's an incredible age to still be able to offer even level coverage to your clients. They also can go down as low as $2,000. A lot of carriers don't do that anymore. They start maybe at $5,000, but they will allow a policy for $2,000. So if you have a client that's just interested, maybe they're going to be cremated, maybe they just want to be able to pass a little bit of money along to their family members. Now you can get those $2,000 policies if need be. And then also they do the Social Security match, so that you can, if you have clients on Social Security, you can draft on their Social Security. So how Ascendo Final Expense can help your clients? Number one, it's a really trusted brand. We know that when you're out meeting your clients, it's nice to have a good, solid brand name that you can talk about. Aetna, CVS, it's a brand everybody knows. They also have some great riders. They have a child and grandchild rider that can be converted. They have an accelerated death benefit rider, and they also have an accidental death rider. So we've got some great riders at our disposal. Next. Aetna also has come up with a great incentive. I know some agents are a little bit maybe leery about trying a new product, and they think, I've been doing this one for a long time, and maybe I'll look at that sometime. Well, they've actually given you an incentive, so they call it a fast start incentive. We also can get you some more details, but kind of the high level is you can earn $200 when you have 3 policies issued and paid. And if you can go, well, it's already started from June 17th all the way to the end of the year. So you still have plenty of time. You can make an extra $200 just for helping your clients. So it's a great way to start a new product and add a little bit of money to your pocketbook. The broad national footprint. So when we rolled out the Aetna product, it rolled out kind of in phases. We started off when the first rolled out, day 1, which was June 17th. Then June 18th, we opened up some more states. We're actually in the 3rd phase right now. So available, actually just 2 days ago, we added Pennsylvania, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Washington. So those are all added. Unfortunately, Florida and California are not available at this time. Hopefully soon, but just not right now. So, but there's your map for availability. And so I'm sure you can see that there are many people that you can serve in these areas. This is the simple streamlined app process. It is so easy. It's also, like I said, you're on that same platform with the MedSup. So if you're contracted with the MedSup product, you get the final expense product. If you're contracted with the final expense product, you can also be contracted with the MedSup product. You just have to have the correct licenses. But once you're contracted, you'll be able to go on that platform, and you can just you can use the same platform to write multiple policies. If you want to write a MedSup, and then if your client turns around and they want a final expense, or they want any of their ancillary products that they offer, you can just do it right on one platform. It is so easy. You don't have to be face-to-face. Just jump on the platform, complete the application, get your quote, complete the application, and you're good to go. They've got some great brochures for leave behind. I know agents like to sometimes have materials that they can have. So if you're not meeting your clients face-to-face, you can drop it in the mail. You can also send it to them electronically if they want to go over just some product details, or if they just want to see the Aetna CVS footprint. So they're all available. They are lovely. It's been a long time since I've seen brochures and marketing materials as lovely as what these are. So we've got your CVS name. People are all 70% of Americans, they live really close to a CVS. They like to be able to take advantage of their products in the drugstore. Now they can also have products to take care of their families. Before we move on to Prosperity, I just want to go through in just a couple of the highlights about the CVS product. So number 1, no height and weight. So if you've got clients that have height and weight concerns, this might be a great product for them. You also have a great cross-selling opportunity. You have your super preferred discount rate, so you can get your clients a 10% discount on their premium, but you still get the full commission. You have the ability to write a very low-faced policy if you need it, and they also have the Social Security draft date, and then you also have that great incentive. So that's kind of the CVS in a nutshell. Now we'll move on to Prosperity. So Prosperity, another great company. Their product is called New Vista Life. A lot of agents out in the field have been looking at the Prosperity product. It's really a great product, very easy to use. and we'll get into a little bit of the details about that product. There are 3 plan options for Prosperity. This is kind of a rarity. You see a lot of the carriers that have the level and the graded product. Very few have modified anymore. The Prosperity product does have the modified. It all has the same commission, no matter the age. Some of those products you'll see, they will, depending on if you have a level product, you might have a higher commission. If you have someone that's a lot healthier, or if you get into the graded or modified, Prosperity has done a great job in having your commission be level no matter what the age. It's also very diabetic friendly. We have a lot of folks out there that are diabetic, and this product is very diabetic friendly. I encourage you to get the application. Have a look at it. It's cascading. Look at the diabetic qualifications, but it is very diabetic friendly. Another big one for Prosperity is the smoker rates are based on cigarettes only in the last 12 months. Also, what you notice here, it says smoker rates based on cigarettes only. So if you have clients that are if they dip, I'm from Texas, so we have a lot of dippers down here. But if you have clients that dip, if you have clients that smoke marijuana, sometimes those clients are considered not eligible because they smoke marijuana. But this product is not, would not be one of those products. They're only concerned if the client has smoked in the last 12 years. They also have Social Security billing, and they're available in 44 states. They actually pay commissions daily. And then they have multiple options for submission. All of the carriers that we're talking about today have great submission process options for you. I think the carriers have done a great job, and some of this was even before COVID, but how intuitive of them to have these things in place, because agents are looking for opportunities to be able to go and be able to still serve their clients, but do it in a friendly and safe environment. Prosperity offers that. Here's your issue ages, so you can see across the board. You can go from level all the way graded, modified, all 50 to 80. I won't read all of these, the death benefits, but you can see there your options for death benefits, your accelerated death benefits, and your optional accident death benefits. So you've got some great options here with the new Vista, starting at 50, going to 80, and also your products that are available across the board with no decrease in commission for you, the agent. Prosperity has a great website. As soon as you are contracted, you can just create an account on that website. From there, you're going to get everything you need, from quoting to commission statements, policy information, marketing materials, and even look at reporting, all right there in one place. Contracting is real easy. Usually you'll have a writing number within 2 days. A lot of agents, when they find a product that they're interested in, they're anxious to be able to jump on that portal where they can do those online apps. And being able to get a quick turnaround for contracting is really important, where you can get a writing number and jump on and create that account. For Prosperity, usually about 2 days. You also have the peace of mind knowing that your carrier is A-, excellent rated, best rated company. They also have created an agent incentive that a lot of agents are really gravitating to. They have a 10% cash bonus. So when you place $20,000 in premium during the quarterly qualification period, you get a 10% bonus. So that is really a nice period. It goes all the way from August to almost to the end of the year. So that's a great option if you're looking for ways also to try a new product. Try out a new product that you can that you can increase your bottom line. Cascading application, like many of our carriers, I just wanted to show you that it is cascading, so you know immediately if your client is not going to be able to get coverage. Just makes the application process super, super easy. Before we roll over into Royal Neighbors, I'll just touch just a minute on the Prosperity sweet spots. Direct Express, diabetic friendly. They have an e-app with a paper app on the phone, so it's an instant decision process, making your meeting with your clients and offering their products really, really easy. And then you've got your cigarette rates only. So if you have clients that you have some other like smoking concerns, that would be a good one to look at. Now we'll look at Royal Neighbors. Before we jump into Royal Neighbors, I'll tell you one thing that I love about Royal Neighbors. Royal Neighbors was founded in 1895 by 9 women. And they got together because they wanted to be able to provide insurance for women and their families. They saw the need to be able to provide insurance for women. So these women got together way long time ago, 1895, and started the company Royal Neighbors. Royal Neighbors is a really philanthropic company. They're very, very active in the community. They give back. They have a lot of great programs that they give back to. As soon as you're contracted with Royal Neighbors, you'll start getting information about all the ways that they give back and all the ways that you as an agent can work with them on giving back. They also have a great member benefit that the clients will have access to. You as an agent will also have access to it. They partner with, and I believe it's Humana, I should have checked on this, but they partner with a carrier that offers free discounted services. They have living wills and legal services. You also can get a discount for prescriptions, for glasses, for dental, for labs, retail savings. All of this will come when you get your contract with Royal Neighbors. You'll see all the things that the clients can have access to and you as an agent can have access to. But Royal Neighbors is a company. I don't know, maybe it's because they were created by women. I won't speculate on that, but they really do work with the community and really work to enhance the services of their clients. So simplified issue and graded for Royal Neighbors. Their issue ages 50 to 85. They're simplified and graded, and you see all the way to 85, so that's great. Their face amounts go from, for their level benefits, from $5,000 to $25,000, and then $5,000 to $10,000 for graded. They also have an accelerated benefit rider. Their application is too real easy. They have their graded death benefit breakdown, the first year, the second year, and the third year. Pretty typical. Their application, yes or no app. You can apply electronically by phone or paper app, so they have real simple application processes. It's also a point of sale decision, so you know when either where you do an electronic application or where you call you work with your client and then call in and do your screening on the phone. You know at the end of the application if your client's going to be able to get coverage. So point of sale decision. So no guesswork there. So just a very easy application process. When we started putting together this process to talk about these 3 carriers, I thought that was something that was going to be real important, is to really show that in all 3 of these carriers, the application process is very, very, very simple. So ease of doing business. this is their website. So as soon as you're contracted, you can jump on there, create an account. You can pull off your forms. You can do your product training, any announcements from the company. You can see your pending business reports. A lot of agents like to see, if they have a client that is having to be looked at a little bit more for underwriting, you can kind of see where you are on that. You can see your commissions. You can get your supplies, and you can get your quotes all right there, right there. They also have some great brochures that you can order. If you need some things to send to your agents, or if you want a hard copy of your training guide, all available right there on their website. Before we jump into Legacy Safeguard, let's just touch a couple of things about highlights of Royal Neighbors. They have no height and weight chart. They are diabetic friendly. They've got those member benefits that we talked about. They are also heart friendly, and then they have the paperless app. So that kind of encapsulates all of the products for today. I think each one of these will be usable. I think you'll be able to use them all. I think you'll have a good time looking at the different products as you start meeting with your clients, thinking about what clients are out there, how some of these might work for each one of your clients. But that it really is what we have today for the 3 products. Now, I want to talk, I'm sorry.
Lisa, real quick, what we're going to do, because we're a little late on time, I'm going to have Joe take it from here, and then we'll touch on Legacy Safeguard. So Don't worry about that. That was perfect. We're going to also send out a thank you email to all the attendees. We'll include the brochures, contracting to get started, basically everything that you need to start selling product within the next, you'll have it tonight, but you'll be able to start selling in the next week or 2. So as long as your contracting and background check goes through, you're good to go. Okay, Lisa, thank you so much. I'm going to have Joe take it from here and just jump into the rest of the value add and some of these new platforms that you should be taking advantage of. Okay, Joe, you want to take it?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Definitely. So yeah, the email you'll receive this afternoon will have all the material that we're covering, and especially the Legacy Safeguard platform. This is a really awesome turnkey system that allows you to kind of jump in right into the final expense space, or even if you've been selling final expense for a couple of years, it's a great way to kind of get some added value for your clients. It's basically a complete kit. What you're seeing here, we can actually mail these kits out to you, but it comes with a legacy planning guide software. There's also estate planning attorney locators. There's different discs and CDs that not only train you on different final expense sales scripts, but also educate your client on the advantages of enrolling in the Legacy Safeguard platform. So that includes discounts on funeral homes. The people at Legacy Safeguard will actually work with your surviving beneficiaries and kind of make sure you're not overpaying, for flowers or caskets. They know what all that costs. They'll even help with travel assistance if there's any grieving beneficiaries. You also get discounts on flowers, gift baskets. So this is completely free for your clients to use. It doesn't cost you as an agent anything. As long as you're working through Levinson, you'll have access to that platform. So a really, really great tool to kind of help broaden your final expense horizon. There's also some great training videos that kind of walk you through how to use this entire platform. Even if, like Bill said, you get back out to knocking on doors and explaining final expense face-to-face, there's even some really great leave behind mailers and a lead program that's focused around direct mail for Legacy Safeguard. So awesome program. I definitely think that's worth kind of taking a look at. Just some really great resources there. Also, I want to make sure everyone's aware of the final expense resource we have called the Final Expense Experience. This is a complete website dedicated to final expense. We've got products, lead systems, training, sales scripts, even quote engines specifically just for final expense. And then also everything having to do with final expense sales and marketing is going to be hosted right on that website. So you can access that and kind of dive in. One of the things that's really neat, I've gotten probably about 7 or 8 questions so far on the different death benefit amounts and issue ages. And so we put together this really neat chart that talks about final expense resources, all the different products, all the different death benefit amounts, if there's an e-app, tele-app, voice app, and then kind of underwriting niches for each product. And we also added a column to let you know if it's scholarship approved or not. So you can access all the products through that microsite. You can even click on the carrier and get access to all the brochures, all the guides, everything you need to know about all these different final expense products, so you know which one is going to be more competitive in each scenario. Another great section of that website is the final expense sales scripts. We've got 3 different scripts here, and somebody did ask earlier for kind of a fact finder for the final expense sale. We've got that listed. I'll send that out this afternoon. It really kind of helps you whether it's setting the appointment or explaining final expense. There's even a really great guide here that kind of talks about objections and then also how to get referrals. If you're not asking for referrals or maybe a little bit wary about how to kind of segue into that part of the sale, most final expense agents we work with get additional prospects and clients from asking the referral question. So that's a really great guide we'll send out to be able to help you pick up more prospects and more leads. Also, I mentioned the final expense quote engine. Here's a screenshot of kind of what that looks like. We've got some really neat hot links here where you can actually click on the carrier and access their direct quoting link. It even works on mobile devices. So if you're not in your office or maybe you're, going from appointment to appointment, you can still make sales calls, still talk to people and run those quotes on your mobile device. And then by accessing that quote engine, you'll be able to see everything in real time and kind of see a comparison side by side of different final expense products and how they stack up against one another. So a really, really great tool. Now I'm going to kind of segue into our brand new lead program. This is launching on the 15th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Of course, you've got to be appointed with Levinson Final Expense Carriers to access this, but this is a brand new program we're rolling out, and the pricing on this is a huge co-op price offered by Levinson. So any agents that are appointed, you have complete access to this program. We've got live call transfers as low as $20 a lead, county-based calls as low as $10 a lead. And then if you're going to be interested in using a non-resident license, or maybe you want to take leads from your entire state or even nationwide, those are as low as $8 a piece. So I'm going to dive into some of the details. I'll be emailing everybody the link to register for that webinar on 9/15. We're going to have that lead vendor on. We're going to dive into the program and kind of show you the ins and outs of that program so you can make sure that it's right for you. But these are 100% exclusive. They're real time. So if you're using live transfers, those are going to be delivered in real time to you. And the best part is, even if you don't pick the live transfer option, you're still going to be able to see the lead data in real time as this lead vendor is actually talking to that lead. So again, 100% exclusive, double verified, very, very quick delivery. We've got awesome script and training provided, like Bill had mentioned. Every lead you get comes with a recording of the phone call, so you can actually hear the lead vendor talking to the client to kind of make sure that, hey, this is a real lead. This is someone that actually has opted in. They've had a conversation. And I'll just dive into the 3 main different types of leads. So on the left-hand side, we have callback orders by county. So, based on the county you're going to be picking, I'd recommend usually a couple counties to make sure that you can get leads a little bit faster. Those are $12 per lead, a minimum of 20 leads. And you'll notice that for every one of these lead packages, there's a discount based on volume. So if you're picking up to 100 plus leads, that cost goes down to $10 per lead if you're focused on just one or two different counties in your state. Now, the middle column is for agents that are able to work on a statewide basis or even a nationwide basis. So if you're able to do multiple areas, even a couple different states, that cost is going to go down because we've got more leads available for you. Those start at $12 a lead, but you'll notice if you're ordering 100 or more, the lead cost is just $8 per lead. That's the co-op price. And then on the far right-hand side, we've got the live transfers. Those are $25 per lead. I'd recommend, and the lead vendor recommends, having at least 10 states, including your resident and non-resident licenses, to make sure that they can actually fill that lead order for you within 1 week. So you'll be able to get those live transfers all in 1 week. And you'll notice underneath each one of these different lead categories, we actually have a recording of an actual agent working with that particular type of lead. So you can kind of hear how the conversation started, how it progresses, and how they go through the entire final expense sale. I think that's really valuable to kind of know what type of leads these are. I'm going to spend a little bit of time kind of talking about how they're sourced. So every one of these clients has opted in, whether it's they've seen a TV advertisement and they've actually called in, or they've gone online, they've either gotten an email specifically regarding final expense. This isn't, some sort of program where they advertise a discount on, Amazon, and then all of a sudden they're opted into some life insurance campaign. They're aware of this from day one. Also, an email marketing platform where clients opt in to actually get more information about the final expense product, or an online advertisement. Like if you see something on browsing on the website or different website portals, you might see an advertisement for life insurance. So this means they've clicked, they've responded, they're interested. And then the second phase is that they actually get a phone call from the lead vendor where they reach out to the prospect, they verify them, they make sure they have a U.S. bank account that they can pay premiums out of. They make sure that they're interested in final expense. They ask them a couple questions to verify their identity and make sure they're interested in that life insurance product. Now, if that client says they're ready to talk to someone right then and there, that automatically goes to those live transfer leads. And then if you've opted in as an agent, your phone will ring with the lead vendor and that client on the phone. If they say they'd maybe like a call back at a later date, or they can't talk right now, their information is actually added into the system in a real-time fashion, which means if you order the leads, you're going to get notified immediately, and you can see the lead vendor entering in all the client detail in real time. So a really, really neat system, very quick, very easy. We're really excited about this because we've seen some awesome results with the training and the different type of leads. I really think there's something there for all agents, regardless if it's someone who's just getting started or you've been selling final expense for a while. I think it's just a great way to access new clients and prospects, and especially on your own schedule if you wanted to do live transfers or some of the callback leads. So really excited for that platform to kind of kick off, and we'll be sending out some more information this afternoon.
Okay, good stuff, Joe. We're just about done. I wanted to talk about some other value add, different ways to get your name out there, right? To make the phone ring. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. A little sip of water. It's our job to help you make the phone ring and generate leads and sizzle, right? If we can give you the ideas and you run with it, it's a win-win-win across the board. The scholarship program in final expense, or senior market, if you want to call it that, is a slam dunk. Here's why. Most of these clients, right, have children, most of the time grandchildren. So you can say, hey, if you buy a final expense product from me, which almost half of our carriers on the final expense side come free with the scholarship program. But hey, Mr. or Mrs. Client, if you buy this product from me, you get 1 free year tuition for little Johnny and little Susie, right? There's not many grandparents that are going to say no to this for their grandkids. They're always thinking about ways, gifts and ways they can help with college tuition, education, whatever the case is. So the premium doesn't go up. They're not stuck into one overpriced product. So the point is, if they're looking at Joe as a final expense agent and me as another final expense agent, we're both pitching similar products, similar premium, but I'm giving away this 1 year free tuition, $40,000 of value. They're going to buy from me every single time, even if they like Joe a little bit better. It doesn't matter. They're thinking about their grandkids. They don't care if they hurt my feelings or Joe's feelings. So you need to market this and use the $500 gift card, even if they don't buy a product, just to make the phone ring or get an email inquiry, right? Whoever responds to you and jumps on the phone or a GoToWebinar, you can give them that free gift card, even if they don't buy a product from you. I would be marketing this all over Facebook if I were you. This is a great way to generate leads. So anyway, those are some of the statistics in front of you, but this is a slam dunk. It's free. Once again, there's no commission reduction. Okay, let's move forward here. Legacy Armor. So you heard about Legacy Safeguard. That's that last wishes planning platform, right? Again, you can give away free to your client if they buy a product from you. Legacy Armor is another great tool for senior market. Here's why, okay? Number one, you can give this free to all clients, right? And use this as the hook. Forget about a final expense policy. You can say, hey, if you send me an email, we set up a day and time to talk, on the phone call, through GoToWebinar, or face-to-face when things change. You can sit down with them and you put all of their personal information into this secure vault that when this insured or client passes on, their beneficiaries are automatically notified with a ping, and it gives them entire access to their dashboard, passwords, life insurance policies, annuities, where's the pot of gold that's buried under Uncle Barry's house in Hollywood, Florida at this address, pictures of the family, anything they want to attach into their dashboard, the beneficiaries see with a artificial intelligence ping. Okay, so if they move to Alaska, nobody knows where they are. As soon as they pass on, beneficiaries are notified and they get access to the entire dashboard instantly in real-time fashion. So that's another great way to get your foot in the door. So slam dunk, even if you don't want to do the VIP plan, the basic plan is free for all of our agents. So anyway, love this concept as well. These are just different ways to bring the prospects back to your home base. That's the way you have to look at this. Okay, moving forward real quick, just a couple more things before we jump into the question of the day. American National, so slam dunk, guaranteed universal life product, meaning no lapse UL with living benefits and with return of premium, no extra charge, one of the best, most competitive products out there. They have a great new e-app, so they're giving $25 to $100, depending on the product. But anyway, great incentive just to earn a few extra dollars this month for Life Insurance Awareness Month. Okay, moving forward, our agency automator training. So every single day at 2 p.m., we host a different platform. This is our value add to you. So you just pick a day, jump on with your assistant, ask questions. It's an open forum. We encourage you to join these weekly trainings. On the bottom, I want to talk about real quick Sagicor, a non-med permanent UL, right, or term, up to $1 million. No exam issued or approved within minutes, okay? Most of the time, same day if there's no red flags. We're jumping on a webinar on September 8th, 2 p.m. Eastern. Plus, my next podcast guest speaker is Laura Morrison, who runs the entire distribution of Sagicor. She is amazing, okay? She gives some great insight. She's got a great story growing up in the industry and how she shifted gears and wound up in the spot she's in at such a young age. So anyway, that's going to be a big one. She's also going to share some great ideas of what's working and what's not. But check out our trainings. These are all built for you, especially if you want to pick another agent's brain and say, hey, I want to take one of Levinson's top agents and see what works for them and pick his brain a little bit. We have 3 different podcast episodes with 3 of our top agents, and I interview them for 1 hour. So again, another great way to leverage, right? See what's working for them. Leverage these opportunities, folks. Okay, our last slide here in question of the day, and I know I'm 1 minute late, but I think it was well worth the time spent. Our Positive Tuesday quote, yes, I know it's Wednesday, doesn't matter, this runs the entire week for us. With discipline, gratitude, and the right attitude, anything is possible for everyone. No excuses. That's the name of the game, the question of the day. So, real quick, this is a 2-part question, okay? You have to tell me the name of the carrier and the issue ages. So we spoke about one carrier in the guaranteed issue space that was just added. They have 1 question on their application. Yes, it's guaranteed issue, but the client has to work full time. They have to be able to work full-time hours. If they answer yes, policy's issued, done, that simple. You name the carrier. Tell me the carrier name and the issue ages, and you win. Joe, do we have a winner?
Not yet. Actually, yep, I have one.
Who do we got, Joe? Make it count, buddy.
I have Gary S.
From
Ohio.
Gary S. from Ohio, answer was Transamerica, issue ages 18 to 60. Straight up guaranteed issue, one question on the application. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, a great week, good selling, and thank you.